Mail merges suck. Having to split mail merges into individual Word and PDF documents sucks even more. So we're going to be lazy about it, and we're going to have VBA just do it all for us with one click. So let's get started. Now, in front of us, we have the VBA script. There's 4 things we need to concern ourselves with. The first one is which folder do we want to have our output exported to? The second is where our Excel data source is located. The third is the name of the sheet that contains our data. And finally, the fourth is which column in our data source are we going to use to name both the Word and the PDF documents that we're going to be generating. So the first field here is with regards to the Word documents that we're going to be creating. And of course, the second one is with regards to the PDF documents that we're going to be creating. Now, this only works if you're going to be doing it locally on your machine. So if you have a document management system or anything like that where you're working, you can't pull this data off of a DMS. You're going to have to take it local. So that is exactly what we're going to do. I've created a merge folder. I have my export folder, which is where I'm going to dump all of the individual Word and PDF files. There's my data sheet, which looks exactly like this, super simple. There's our names column. And in fact, this is the column I'm going to be using for naming both the Word and the PDF documents. You'll see what that means in just a second. So I'm going to close out of this because we can't be in it. And here is our sample letter, kind of a garbage letter. What else can we expect from Copilot, just randomly producing something? But this will do quite nicely as far as just creating a very basic merge, just to show you how the script is going to work. So let's start populating our fields. As you guys already are probably fully aware, we're going to go to mailings. We're going to click on the select recipients dropdown, and we're going to use an existing list. So there we are in the same folder where our data source is located. I'm going to select it. I'm going to hit open. Does our first row of data contain column headers? Yes, it does. So don't forget to check that. Press OK. Perfect. Now, all you have to do is then go ahead and replace our placeholders with the actual fields from the data. So there is name. Here is matter. Here is name again. And finally, we have our practice group. Now, the beautiful thing is we are done. So because the VBA script is going to literally do everything else for us, the only step left for us to do right now is to, well, first, let's fix that and insert the practice group there really quick and get rid of that extra square bracket. Sorry, my OCD is kicking in a little bit. Now we're going to hit Alt plus F11 on our keyboards. That's going to bring up our Visual Basic interface. And in the top left, you're going to see this document. This is the document we're working in. Therefore, we're going to right click on it. We're going to insert, and we're going to choose a module. And the module, you can think of it as the text editor that's going to let us copy and paste our script into said document. So going back to our script, there it is. We're going to press Control A and Control C to copy. We're going to go back into our VBA interface. We're going to paste it. And now we just have to modify these particular fields. So where is it located this time? Well, we're going to go back in here. And in this case, we want to put it into the export folder. So we're just going to copy that file path and paste it in there like so. Now do be careful. Again, do make sure you leave that backslash in there. Where is our data source located? Well, it's located in the same merge folder. It's still called data. So I'm going to be even more lazy here, and I'm just going to paste that path in there. I'm just going to take out the export because we don't need it. Perfect. Again, our sheet is still called sheet 1, so we don't have to change anything. But if your sheet is called something different, leave the $ in there and only change the sheet 1. And finally, again, which column are we going to be using for the individual Word and PDF documents? Well, it's no longer customer name, so let's double check to make sure what our data source says. So in this case, again, our column is A1, That is the name of our future Word and PDF documents. Names it is. All right, let's close out of there. And very simple, we're just going to select that. Whoops, if I could click and drag, very difficult. Names, and then again, names. Perfect. All we have to do at this point is hit the F5 key to run the script, or if you like to click, there is that play button on the ribbon right there. Hit F5. It's going to flash on screen. It's doing the thing. It's taking 1 second per document, less depending on how fast your computer is. And now when we go back to our export, look at that. We have individual Word and PDF documents of every single individual or company on our data source list. Fantastic. And we didn't have to manually split these ourselves. Now, as proof of our hard work, let's open one up and see what that actually looks like. So there we have our source letter. It is exactly as we expected. I'm not trying to pull a fast one over you, but now that I've shown you everything I had to talk about for today, I would just like to complain a little bit about Microsoft and why this isn't built into Word already. How old is Word? It's been around for decades. Surely they know that people want to have the ability to push out merges in different formats. Maybe they want to have individual documents for each. Maybe they want different combinations. Why does this not exist in Word? I don't know. Microsoft, make it happen. I can do it for you as well, but that's it for the time being. Thank you very much if you found this useful. And if you thought maybe somebody else might find this useful, please do subscribe, help the channel grow. We are brand new. We just started a couple days ago, so any support is much needed and much appreciated. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one.